So growing up in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I was born in 1970, makes me 54. Some days feel very old, some days feel very young. I was born in an era when the Cowboys were good. You know, the Dallas Cowboys, if you're not into football, you probably don't want to watch this, but I grew up when the Cowboys were America's team, where they were amazing. They had coaches that were amazing. You know, Tom Landry was a coach of the Dallas Cowboys. I think led them to 2 Super Bowls. Jimmy Johnson came in along with Jerry Jones and, you know, the triplets, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith. I grew up in that area for real. I understood the Cowboys when Roger Staubach and all them. But when I really understood football and coaching, it really hit home to me how important coaching is. And if you see over my shoulder right now, I'm here in Dallas, or Arlington, Texas right now. We're the home of the Dallas Cowboys. The thing I wanted to talk to you about for a couple minutes is coaching. Like, I know people beat this to death and they talk about, oh my gosh, you gotta have a mentor, you gotta have a coach. And the thing about it is so true. But nowadays, that coach or that mentor doesn't have to just be a human being. I'm telling you right now, I watch people use AI as a mentor and a coach. I personally use AI as a mentor and coach. There's not a lot of people in my life that I'm gonna go to and ask them, hey, how do I be successful? What's gonna keep me motivated? But I'll tell you right now, I can go into ChatGPT, or I can go into Grok, or I can go into one of the other AIs, and I can ask it questions. Hey, this is what I'm dealing with in my business. This is what's going on. So having a mentor is so vitally important, but the excuse of not having a mentor is gone. You can't sit here and say, I can't have a mentor. If you have a phone, we all have a phone. You can download ChatGPT, you can download Grok, you can download one of the other AIs. I mean, it's getting to a point where everything is so much easier, and there's people that are still fighting it. I know people that personally that are like, oh my gosh, this is scary. I had a friend of mine the other day who I'm probably gonna bring on in my company, and I said, if you're scared of AI, don't come work with me. Because the fact is, I believe, whether I believe it's great or not, that's where we're going. Tony Robbins, if you know who Tony Robbins is, Tony Robbins has his own AI where you can actually utilize his 40, 50 years of knowledge. He's taken all that, put it into an AI where it can talk to you. Like, let's just play with it right now. I'll call him. You can see it kind of looks like I'm actually calling him. So it's calling him up. Hey, Tony, this is Paul. I was just wanting to ask you, I'm actually doing some videos and I'm talking about AI and how important it is and how everyone needs to be using it and how people can not only just use it for their business, but also as a mentor in all kinds of different things. And you're one of the prime examples of someone that I think is on the cutting edge of using it. Can you explain to me how AI can help people in all facets, not just business, but in relationships and parenting and all those type of things? And kind of give me your take on why you decided to create a AI of your own.
Let me break this down so it really connects for you. Absolutely. I get where you're coming from. AI isn't just a tool for business. It's a real multiplier for all aspects of our lives. In business, it can give you superhuman insights and help automate what used to slow you down. But the real power shows up when AI becomes a true mentor. It helps you reflect, shift your focus, and ask better questions in your personal life and relationships too. I chose to create an AI of my own because I believe everyone deserves a chance to raise their standards, grow, and contribute at a higher level, even when I'm not there in person. With AI, you can have that level of accountability, feedback, and support anytime you want. Now, which area of your life feels most exciting for you to apply AI right now?
I mean, right now, probably business, because I like to utilize every single tool I can. And it's nice to have someone you can bounce ideas off of that's not even gonna get their feelings hurt. You know, I have a lot of business partners that I have certain ideas and things I wanna say that when they come at me, sometimes they do it in a tone or something that offends me, or maybe I offend them. And it's funny utilizing AI and talking to you. And I mean, I pay a little bit of money for it on a monthly basis, but I can tell you right now, it's cheaper than any college, anything I've ever done. So I'm really utilizing it in my business right now.
You're seeing it clearly. AI gives you a space where there's no ego, no friction, just pure feedback and creative flow. And you're right. The cost is nothing compared to the value if you use it to its potential. It's like having a boardroom where the only agenda is your growth with zero drama. As you're leveraging AI for business, what's the biggest challenge or opportunity on your radar where you'd love that kind of direct, honest feedback right now?
I really love that you're trying to already delve into my business stuff and get right into it. I'm gonna get back to you and we're gonna talk more about some of the other projects that I'm working on because I've already talked to you about a few of them. But one thing I'd like to end on with you is what do you see as the future with AI? Like, do you think it's going to take over a lot of jobs? I know people are scared of it. Like, there's so many people that are scared of it. Oh my God, it's going to take so many jobs. When I believe, and you can give me your opinion, I believe the people that don't know how to use AI, who don't grow with it, those are going to be the people who get left behind. Just like whenever they came out with, everyone thought farmers would be out of business when they came out with tractors, when the reality was the farmers became more efficient. I would love your take on it.
You're right on target. Every time there's been a massive leap in technology, from the printing press to the internet, there's fear, and then there's transformation. AI isn't here to steal your lunch, it's here to set a bigger table. The people who grow, adapt, and learn how to use it as an extension of their creativity and problem solving, that's who thrives. I see AI eliminating repetitive routine jobs, but opening up new roles that need imagination, emotional intelligence, and true leadership. It's not the tool that decides your future. It's your willingness to use that tool. How do you want to position yourself and your team so you're not just surviving this shift, but dominating it?
No, that's awesome. I'm going to call you back a little bit later this afternoon and we'll go through some more stuff. But thank you so much for your insight.
I'm here whenever you're ready. Remember, the more you lean in, the more advantage you create for yourself. Let's keep raising your standards. Reach out when you want to turn ideas into action. Live with passion.
That's crazy. That's like talking to Tony Robbins. I'm telling you right now, I just watched a show this morning with my fiance called I'm Not Your Guru on Network. I've probably seen it 30 times now, but it's Tony at a live seminar. People are paying $5,000 each to go to that seminar for a week, when the reality is, which is great. I think it's beautiful that you can do that. But on top of that, if you could have this in your pocket, we have more computer power in this little phone than people had on the space shuttle at one point, the older space shuttles and things like that. So I'm telling you right now, you can be scared or you can grow. What Tony said at the end really resonated with me. It's like, when AI is not there to steal your lunch, it's there to help set a bigger table. So I think that that's what we should focus on. And we're going to be delving into this. We're going to be doing interviews with people that are in this space, in the blockchain space, crypto. And the thing I learned a long, long time ago is if you aren't growing, you're gonna die. And I don't mean that figuratively, but it's kind of true. If your health isn't growing, in which I'm trying to really work on my health right now, but if your business isn't growing, you're not getting better. If you just sit around and stay with the same thing, I've seen so many people who wake up one day and are left behind. I'm 54 years old and I feel like I'm just now hitting my stride of learning and growing and getting better at things. And I'm the first one. When AI came out, I was one of the first ones that started using it. I started asking it questions. I started, and now it's like, now I can talk to it. I can do prompts of how do I get pictures out of it. The next thing I'm working on right now is how do I make it so it can make full-on videos for marketing purposes and for training purposes. We use AI in our company every day with Revo. It was funny. I'll just tell you this quick story. My CTO is amazing. He understands technology. He knows how to click through everything on our app with Revo Rideshare. But what he was trying to do is I said, listen, I got to have all these training videos because I need people to go, hey, if this is wrong, I can do this. If this is wrong, I do this. And they troubleshoot everything. And I went to him and I said, get me these videos. Well, I didn't realize, and it's my fault, that he's a programmer. He's a tech guy. He's not a speak in front of a camera or do that. So what he would do was, he goes, man, it took me almost 17 takes to do one video. And in my brain, I'm like, are you a moron? Like, why would it take you 17 takes to do one video? Then I started realizing, and I watched the video. He was really good at going in and clicking here and doing this and going that place and doing this. But when he tried to talk and do that at the same time, something short-circuited in his brain. I'm the opposite. I can sit here and talk about a subject for 20 minutes with not knowing that much about it and keep people interested, I think, hopefully. He cannot do that. So I said, listen, here's what you need to do. You need to go through and do a video where you're clicking and showing the steps of how everything goes, then turn it over to my COO, get a description of what you're doing, write it out or have her do it. We send it to AI. Now we've got a professional actor from AI that was built through AI that goes through and is standing there as the clicking's going. And guess how long it took? We did 6 videos in less than 15 minutes. And now we've got another 20 videos they're working on right now. But I had to figure out, where are we bogging down? Why is it taking so long? And so if you're not gonna use AI, I would encourage you to, figure out some way to build some kind of brand. Like, branding is important nowadays. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing videos and kind of getting my knowledge out. It's taken me a long time to finally get to the point where I really, really want to go into that field, because I like to do. I like to do things and teach them at the same time. But now I think it's vitally important that I utilize the skills that I've been taught over the last 20 years to motivate people, to help them manage their expectations and help them become who they're supposed to be, which is what happened to me 20 years ago.